First of all, if you say yes to some insanely low rate to, $50, $100 to create an Instagram post, you're kind of telling the brand that it's okay to pay healthcare professionals that, and they're going to go to other healthcare professionals and offer that measly amount of money. But you're also devaluing your years and years and sometimes decades of experience. Hi, and welcome to the Master the Media podcast. I'm your host, Amy Gorin, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. So, today's podcast topic is 20 years of brutally honest brand partnership advice in 7 minutes. So, I'm going to spend the next 7 minutes, this is your crash course, and all distilling all of the decades of brand partnership experience I have into 7 minutes of brutally honest advice. So here we go. The number one thing I'm going to say is don't wait for the brands you want to come to you. You will be waiting and waiting and waiting. Sometimes the brand partnerships that you want, they do seek you out, but I'd say that's like a fraction, a very small fraction, like maybe 10 or 5 or even 3 or 2 or 1% of the time. If you want something, go for it. This is, I like to make these dating analogies. It's the same thing with dating. If you like someone or love someone, ask them on a date. Don't wait for them to come to you and ask you out. You might be waiting a really long time or waiting forever. And then where does everything go from there? You could get your momentum started today if you reach out to the brands that you want to work with, that you think you would bring value to. And that is how, as a healthcare professional working with brands, you can make literally 6 figures as an additional income stream, or you can make it your primary income stream. It's totally up to you. The other thing, one of the other things I want to touch on is the whole concept of perfectionism of, either we look at this as I'm waiting for the perfect time to do X. So I'm waiting for the perfect time to work with brands. I'm waiting for the perfect time to put my face on social media. I'm waiting for the perfect time to start a podcast that I can get brand sponsors for. I'm waiting for the perfect time to host an event that I can get brand sponsors for. If you're waiting, you will be waiting forever because there's never a perfect time. I launched this Master the Media podcast a few months before I gave birth to my daughter. It was not the perfect time. I launched without having a YouTube channel for Master the Media. We still don't have a blog on our website where I intend to one day publish the transcripts of this podcast, but I launched. We're here. We have over 5,000 downloads. I love having you guys listen. And whenever I have the time, I will start monetizing the podcast with getting sponsors. But in the meantime, I'm just providing value to you guys, building a community. That's worth a lot. So another thing I see people, going to be brutally honest, guys. Well, there's 2 things that just came to mind. Okay, I'll start with this one. Underestimating your value. Stop doing it. It drives me when I see people who are amazing healthcare professionals. I'm talking dietitians, I'm talking doctors. Some of them are multi-board certified doctors. And all of a sudden, when it comes to brand partnerships, they're like, I'm not worth thousands of dollars. I'm worth maybe $50 an hour. Stop. Because first of all, if you say yes to some insanely low rate to, $50, $100 to create an Instagram post, you're kind of telling the brand that it's okay to pay healthcare professionals that, and they're going to go to other healthcare professionals and offer that measly amount of money. But you're also devaluing your years and years and sometimes decades of experience. Like a lot of you guys are healthcare professionals, you have credentials, then you went to get more credentials and certifications. And all of those things have such a high value to brands because all of those credentials behind your name are what a brand can say, hey, we have this amazing healthcare professional backing our product, endorsing our product. Google literally sees your credentials as a way to boost up the search results of say, an article featuring your advice to the higher up, sometimes even the top of the search engine stuff. Other thing that came to mind when I was talking about that is when, okay, if I'm going to look back on my past 20 years, I have figured out how to work with brands. I have figured out, in my second year as a media dietitian, how to earn over $200,000 in brand partnerships. I have figured out in my 10 years of being a dietitian how to earn $2 million in paid brand partnerships. Now, if someone was like, hey, it took me, 10 years plus to learn how to make $2 million in brand partnerships, I'm going to teach you in a few weeks or a few months. And you say no to that, or whatever it is that you're wanting to learn, but in this case, I'm talking about brand partnerships. Please, guys, invest in yourself. I'm not telling you you have to enroll in Master the Media. It's an $8,000 program. I totally get that not everyone can do that. I'm not even saying you have to enroll in brand partnership school, which we just finished the first live cohort of this year. And that's where I taught people how to land their first or next paid brand partnership that's worth at least $1,000. That's worth up to $14,000 in the next 30 days. But invest in yourself in the sense that either you're paying for someone to teach you something in an expedited way because they spent years learning it, they distilled their learnings into a course if they're running a course, or at the very least, join a free masterclass, join a free community. In Master the Media, we have a free community. We have a free Facebook group where people are asking questions. You can scroll through there and learn from the questions that people are asking about brand partnerships. You can even put your name in the hat for some brand partnerships and media opportunities. At Master the Media, we host a free masterclass. I'm actually going to give you the prompt for that at the end of this podcast. Those are all free ways to learn. Spend, commit, make a budget, just like you would a money budget of the time that you're going to spend learning how to do the things that you want to do, not spending, you don't want to make it so that you're spending all the free time you have trying to figure something out that someone else could teach you, right? So we have about a minute or so left in my 7-minute crash course. The last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is once you start doing something. So I'm a media dietitian. I work with brands. You're a media, whatever type of healthcare practitioner you are, you will start working with brands. Share your successes. Nobody's going to know that you're doing these awesome things, that you're working with brands, that you're featured in the media, that you're making significant money and helping millions of people. Nobody's going to know that if you don't share it. So stop being humble. I really, really mean it. This is your kick in the butt to get out there, share how awesome you are. And I'm going to leave you with that. And I mentioned that free masterclass. So we are hosting a free masterclass on how to land $50,000 in brand partnerships in the next 6 months over and over again. So that's how you earn that 6-figure income as a healthcare professional working with the media. So to grab your free spot, spots are limited, so grab yours now. Go to masterthemedia.co/masterclass. I'll also put that link in the show notes. Have a great day.